Here's a video came out a couple weeks ago, I guess. But yeah, it's the truth about Obama, guys. He don't care. He's a Muslim. He don't care about Americans, American values, or nothing like that, guys.
And welcome to Hannity, and this is a Fox News alert. New details tonight in the ongoing Orlando terror investigation. Donald Trump will join us in a few minutes.
He had something to do with it. Obama did.
Sources confirmed to Fox News that the wife of the Orlando nightclub terrorist Omar Mateen knew of her husband's sinister plans and did nothing to stop it.
She should be in jail, just like Michelle Obama should be in jail.
Federal prosecutors have assembled a grand jury to investigate if Mateen's wife should be charged as an accessory to 49 counts of murder and 53 counts of attempted murder. Now, prosecutors
and you
are also
can lose everything for a DUI. Hear that?
To notify law enforcement of the terror attack and with lying to federal agents. In Orlando tonight with the very latest is our own Steve Harrigan. Steve.
Sean, a lot of the police roadblocks have been pulled up. Local businesses are starting to open up back here again. And the cars of the victims who were killed on Sunday morning, they're starting to get towed away now. We can see them with the tow trucks in the distance. As far as the investigation goes, it's really now focusing on the days leading up to that massacre on Sunday morning. They're starting to look at where the killer was in those days leading up to the attack. He was buying guns, he was buying ammunition, he was buying a holster, and he was casing the sites of possible attacks. Not only the
and his wife knew it.
Also several Walt Disney properties as well. And more attention now is being turned to his wife, 30-year-old Noor Salman, his wife of 3 years. What did she know and when did she know it? Fox News can confirm that she did know her husband was planning to carry out a brutal attack.
She needs to be in
did
jail.
not tell anyone about that attack. A grand jury has...
Obama's okay with this.
She could be facing charges tomorrow as an accomplice to 49 counts of murder. Sean, back to you.
All right, Steve, thanks so much. In Orlando tonight, here with reaction, author of Defeating Jihad, The Winnable War, the distinguished chair of military theory at Marine Corps University, Dr. Sebastian Gorka. Let's look at this attack. Let's look at it from a law enforcement standpoint. Here they had all the information about this guy. He said he was part of Al-Qaeda. He said he was part of Hezbollah, cheered on 9/11. All of these indicators on a watch list, taken off a watch list. Big mistake?
Well, clearly it is a big mistake because this man has killed 49 Americans. Yes, we don't know exactly how the decision was made. I work with members of the FBI. They're good people, they're patriots. Most of the big problems we've seen in the last 7 years come out of the DOJ. It's the DOJ that puts the political correctness matrix on top of the FBI.
Okay, if the FBI, the DOJ, Homeland Security, if they knew about the Orlando terrorist, they ultimately did nothing. They didn't follow up on the guy. You know, are we supposed to believe that the Syrian refugees that the president wants to bring into the country and Hillary Clinton wants to bring into the country, that they say they can vet properly, even though our intelligence officials say ISIS will infiltrate? How dangerous is that?
Hugely dangerous. ISIS has stated in their English language publication, Sean, that they will and they are using the refugee streams. We saw in Europe, we saw people using false Syrian passports, exploiting the refugee streams to execute the attacks that were just like the attack in Orlando. So we don't have to hypothesize. It's happened already, and they say they want to do more.
One of the things I like about your book is you say we can defeat jihad. Okay, we have Chattanooga, we have Boston, we have San Bernardino, now we have Orlando, we had Belgium, we had Paris. We don't seem to be winning this war, and a president that is hell-bent and passionately today saying he doesn't have to say or identify radical Islam for what it is.
But passionate in his petulance. That speech was outrageous.
That's a great line. He was petulant today.
Totally. He said that what difference does it make what we call it? What if you went to a doctor's clinic with...
It really doesn't, because Obama is a terrorist. That's the big deal.
Call what you have the flu or a common cold. Here's a couple of aspirins, go home.
What if in World War II we didn't identify Nazism for what it is, or Imperial Japan for the enemy that they are? Or Reagan say it an evil empire.
Right, this is when you have to bring Americans together. Those people weren't gay people, they were Americans.
By the way, under Sharia, radical Islamists, if there was a group of women dancing, right, they would feel justified in doing this.
Listening to music.
Listening to music.
The Taliban banned music in Afghanistan.
All right, I'm trying to understand It's pathological at this point to me. The president, Hillary Clinton, and the Democrats.
It is.
It's inexplicable. It's, you know, I don't understand this mysterious reluctance and resistance to identify an enemy. I want to play some things for you. Let's first go to the New York Times, Nicholas Kristof, and they talked about Obama when he was in a Muslim school. He said he recalled, in a first-rate accent, by the way, the opening lines of the Arabic call to prayer, reciting them with a first-rate accent, in a remark that seemed delightfully uncalculated, and it'll give Alabama voters a heart attack. But Mr. Obama described the call to Muslim prayer as one of the prettiest sounds on earth at sunset. Now, I'm going to play for you back to back.
So he's saying a prayer to another god, Satan, is better than other.
And I
See?
want you to respond.
That doesn't tell you about that
The
guy?
United States is not and will never be at war with Islam.
Yes,
And
we
I'm also
are,
proud
you
to
idiot.
Carry with me the goodwill of the American people.
No,
And
you
breathing
don't, you
peace
idiot.
For Muslim communities in my country. Assalamu alaikum. Islam is not part of the problem in combating violent extremism.
Are you that
It is
stupid
an
and you
important
can't
part
see it,
of
you
promoting
propagandist?
peace. Our enemies respect no religious freedom. Al-Qaeda's cause is not Islam.
Yeah, it is, you dumbass.
It's a gross distortion of Islam.
Whatever.
The future must not belong to those who slander the Prophet. of
Yep, it
Islam.
should,
ISIL is
'cause
not
he's
Islamic.
Satan.
No religion condones the killing of innocents.
Yes, you do.
Majority of
You
ISIL
kill
victims
people
have been
dancing and all that.
reaffirmed again
Liar.
and again that the United
Obama's
States is
lying
not
to
and
your
never will
face.
be at war with Islam.
And we are at war with Islam.
Islam teaches peace.
They teach terrorism.
During the Crusades and the Inquisition, people committed terrible deeds in the name
Yeah,
of
now you sound like a nigger. Because that's how they say, hey, the white guy gets money, why can't I?
justified
You idiot.
in the name of Christ.
On Easter, I do reflect on the fact that as a Christian, I am supposed to love. And I
And you
have
don't.
to say that sometimes when I listen to
Muslims?
less than loving expressions by Christians,
Muslims?
I get concerned.
He won't say radical Islam.
But he'll
you
say-
heard his comments about Islam. Terrible deeds in the name of Christ.
Because he's that.
Horrific.
He's
What
definitely the
nation are we?
Antichrist.
Who were the founding fathers?
'Cause he's not for
What
Christ.
creator are they referring to in our founding documents? Are they referring to Allah or some nameless blob? No, they're referring to the God of the New Testament.
Judeo-Christian values.
Absolutely. Why is the sympathy always for the other? Why is America the problem, Sean?
Now, let's add to this. An Iranian deal where you give the #1 state sponsor of terror $150 billion. Let's add to that American bloodshed for Ramadi and Mosul and Fallujah and Tikrit. Let's add to that Mohammed Morsi, former head of the Muslim Brotherhood, a terrorist organization, becomes the head of the president of Egypt, and he gives them tanks, F-16s, and $1 billion+. A guy that referred to the Israelis as descendants of apes and pigs. He is on the wrong side all of the time.
And when a man comes along
And that's
who
Obama.
says, I'm not
He's
letting
the
the government
Antichrist.
steal